Hello, beautiful collective, and welcome into my channel, The Rare Gazelle. My name is Reem, and welcome into your collective reading. I have a message here from Spirit, and it came through in the form of a poem. Some of my ancestors were poets. I should say they still are poets. And I've written letters and shared my poetry on the channel here before in the past with all of you guys. So when this message came through, it felt very natural. The poem is not difficult, it's pretty straightforward, it's simple. Um, However you interpret it, please take that as your message. Um, I'm hearing that's how it's designed for you. Your interpretation of the messages, whenever you watch readings, really, that's how it was designed for you. So trust in your interpretation. That's the power of your intuition as well, is the process of interpretation that's instilled in your intuition. Okay. Um, so before I get into the message, I made an observation and it started to unfold a very key component in this reading, I feel. And so this message is actually sitting on the last page of my psychic journal. And this is, in fact, my second psychic journal. And if you guys know, my psychic journal contains channeled messages throughout the years. I've been here since 2017. And each channeled message has a corresponding reading that we've done on the YouTube channel. So my curiosity took me all the way back to the start, and it was a Scorpio reading that we channeled for on November 14th, 2023. And the message is your world is about to get bigger, and that's what's beginning, and it's beginning again. Your world is about to get bigger again. There's an expansion energy that you're familiar with its energy signature, and the expansion is happening again. Your world is about to get bigger. That's what's beginning here again for you. I'm hearing a new cycle of time. Okay, they want to talk about the dates first, and then we'll get into the poem. So the dates that Spirit brought forward are June 10th, June 21st, July 1st, July 17th, and July 27th. I paused because I saw this again. I saw a vision of a massive door, which makes a lot of sense. Why this expansion? And your world is about to get bigger. It's passing through this massive door. The multitude of shifts that shape this door, these are going to be indications of these subtle shifts. I'm going to get clarification on this. These dates feel like indications of subtle shifts. I'm hearing to push forward the new. Necessary changes to push forward creation. Necessary changes to push forward creation. Okay, the poem. Your eyes will identify and mystify the Gemini as you move from June to July. Gemini season, Cancer season. If there are any astrologers out there, I would love to know how Gemini and Cancer are connected astrologically right now, because there's something interesting happening with them. I can feel it, but I'm not an astrologer, so I can't talk to it. Mercury is very strong in the space, heavy air element here, especially with Gemini. I heard from Spirit the shapeshifter and the shaman, and now these are aspects of selves that are working together. The shapeshifter is Gemini, absolutely. The twins of the zodiac, the shapeshifter, Mercury. And the shaman are these eyes that identify or that are identifying and mystifying the shapeshifter, that are fueling the shapeshifter. Everything that you have identified, you've observed, everything that you have learned and studied, you applied that into healing, transforming, transmuting, even the energies and the realms that you've connected yourself to other worlds, the allies and spirits that you have utilized on your journey, on your path, have also contributed to what you have shaped, the shaman and the shapeshifter. I heard from Spirit not what was promised, but what you shaped. I'm feeling a little bit of like a rebellious energy here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely picking up on rebels, like a rebellion here. Not what was promised, but what you shaped. Okay. Necessary changes to push forward creation. This feels like rebels of the divine that I'm picking up on. You are actively in pursuit of these changes to push forward collective or source creation, but also this is individuation. This is your manifestation or your co-creative energies that are also being moved forward, is what I'm getting here as well. I do feel like June and July are going to be strong months of materialization. I'm hearing twists and turns. Your co-creations are going to move you, so be on your toes, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I'm going to repeat the dates again. June 10th, June 21st, July 1st, July 17th, and July 27th. Yeah, as you move from June to July, they want you to be on your toes. Yeah, because this isn't what was promised. This is what you shaped. This is what you shaped. This is co-creation. You're definitely giving me a rebel here. I'm also feeling like for some of you, you have dealt with empty promises before. There's something that you have taken into your own hands. Oh, let me give thanks to Spirit. Thank you, Spirit of the Most High. Thank you, guardian angels and ancestors, known and unknown, the most qualified and the most benevolent, from the ancient lands of Mesopotamia and Babylon, Iraq. Thank you, Goddess Anana Ishtar, and thank you to the Great Divine Mother Ninhursag, and thank you, Collective, for allowing me to read for you and for trusting me with your energies. Ashe and Amin. Yeah, you have strong power. I was feeling, oh my God, the open door. I'm like, I'm trying to shuffle and they wouldn't shuffle, and I can feel the energy. That's what wants to be spoken. And here you have strong power. You tap into reserves you didn't know you had. They help you get to the next level. They help you get to this next level of expansion. Your world is about to get bigger. That's why there's a vision of a massive door, and here you have open door. If other options seem closed to you, let them go. There's another way open to you now. You've already let it go. I can feel it. I can feel for this group that you've let something recently go. You've been shaping. You've been hard at work. I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles in my mind's eye. We're going to take that. Yep. Ascension. Here on the split and exit. Wow. You're making a leap in consciousness now. Let go of anything holding you back. I can feel it. You've let something go. Okay, so there's a string of messages that are being connected in the space today. With that ascension card, your level of awareness has provided you with acute sight. Like you can see into the subtleties of energies and how they have been influencing you. That's what you have let go. I'm seeing like this room. Okay, I'm seeing this room. Let's talk about this because I feel like this is what you've exited. Yeah, oh my God, you're shaping your promised land right now. Okay, I'm seeing this room and I'm seeing it be filled with like gunk. And I'm seeing like someone do a big clean sweep. So some of you, like as the shaman, you have identified what you needed to let go of. That's the first step is identification, observing it. And you worked through your healing, your transformations, you worked through cleaning the chunk of it. That chunk of energy that has released kind of left like residue, or I'm hearing items behind that still had a hold. It's almost like the small things can impact you greatly because these are like small items of energy, but they have a really big, strong hold, and they're so subtle that they take a very keen eye, the shaman's eye, to identify it and then to mystify it, right? To enchant, to change, to transmute, to release it. That's what you have recently done. That's what I'm talking about. The small, subtle items of energy. That's what you have cleared. They're also like the energy of them are like small and sharp. They still can like cut, but they're small. They're not hard. They're difficult to find, but they can still hurt. Okay? That's what you have moved on from. That's what you have released. And we had this message come through, and I just posted it on the community page. I didn't know if I wanted to do a reading on it. I didn't really feel the guidance. So it's interesting, it's coming up here as we are channeling this next level expansion in your space, because that's what's connected here. These small, subtle influences that are being exposed to you, and that's what you're finding the exit on. That's what you have recently wrapped up. Congratulations. That's even though that may seem like a small victory, it actually it has the most impact is what I'm feeling here with strong power. It has the most impact. Yeah, I received this message earlier this week and it's coming through again. Don't be surprised by the small victories because the small victories can have the greatest impact. Let's see. Let's continue. What do we have here, Spirit? What else do we have here? Yeah, strong. Oh, I was about to say strong consciousness. No, star consciousness and synchronicity. This is a star card 17 and 6. So I keep seeing this like big energy. Your world is about to get bigger. There's this vision of a massive door that is opened. This expansion is happening again, but it's happening on at a new experience or at a new level for you here. Um, okay, I'm getting a message. I'm hearing height of synchronicity. You're going to experience a height of synchronicity. Give me one moment. How do I say that? Paranormal. I almost wanted to say like auspicious synchronicities. Like these are auspicious synchronicities. There are also synchronicities and signs that give you hope as well here with the star. But you're going to experience the height of synchronicities like climatic, a climatic time, like a lot of synchronicity. It's going to be quite paranormal, very auspicious, um, almost like you can't believe that you're seeing that or this happened or this occurred. It could also be a new sign, a new synchronicity, something that you've never seen from your spirit guides or your spirit team. I'll share something just, for transparency. I broke a clock the other night. I broke a clock the other night. I don't know if that's a message that's also connected here because I did hear a new cycle of time. I'm seeing something in my mind's eye. Hold on. So like that's a new one for me. Um and that can mean so many different things, but it was specifically about transition, new cycles of time connected to this message. But it also means something personally for me that I can't share, but um hold on. This one. I'm seeing this in my mind's eye right now because I broke a clock yesterday and it shattered just like this into a million little pieces. That's somehow connected here. It's connected to this new cycle of time. It's connected to a new chapter starting. It's connected to this transition. It's connected to the exit and the open door. Whatever energy here that you're closing out, that you're wrapping up this chapter of your life, quite literally. That's why I had to make that observation. We're starting a new book. We're starting a new chapter. The timeline within this one is also null. It's null and void. It's no more. It's done. So there's a new cycle of time that is coming in with this open door. Thank you, Spirit. And within the transition, they're saying within the transition of the exit and the open, and the two cycles of time that you're transitioning from and to, there's a heightened, time. There's a heightened time of synchronicity as you transition from this one to this. In between that, there's a heightened synchronicity, heightened time of synchronicity. That's going to give you indications of this open door. And they're saying, don't give up. You have strong power. You tap into reserves you didn't know you had to help get you to this next level of consciousness. For some of you, you're already here at this next level of consciousness, and you did tap into your reserves that you didn't know you had to get you here. And you're experiencing the heightened synchronicities, you're experiencing the auspicious synchronicity, signs, and messages from Spirit about this open door. It's not what was promised, but what you shaped. I'm picking up on I don't know how to say that, Spirit. There's something about this energy that feels like if you didn't clean up those small, subtle influences that kept you where you were in your cycle, there would have been a looping of time in this chapter. That's what I'm seeing here. Because I'm reading what Spirit channeled here, not what was promised, but what you shaped. It almost feels like I have to really be careful here because everyone's karma is very different. What I can say, and this is how Spirit wants it to be delivered, is that it's a karmic loop. You stepped into your rebellious energy and you broke the clock. You broke the karmic loop. You broke the clock. Because that, not what was promised, is giving me, it's 222 right now on the clock, is giving me a little bit of play on perception. That if I'm like sitting in this energy of fear, that I'm going to repeat something again that may cloud my vision from seeing these subtle energies that are influencing me in a negative way. I would perceive that as a promise that I would repeat that yet again. Does that make sense? But you're stepping into this energy that is still being written. It's still being written. It's still continuing. The pages are going to be given to you. They're going to be provided to you. You are writing this next story. That's not what was promised. It's almost like this was promised upon entering this lifetime, but you broke the clock, you broke the karmic loop, and now you're stepping into what you shaped, my love. That's what you're seeing and what you're witnessing. Let's look at this a little bit more. And that's interesting too. As you move from June to July, these could also be exit and open doors. June could be where you find the exit and you wrap it up. And July could very well be the open door for some of you. Okay, I'm reading June to July as back-to-back doorways. And we've channeled two doors in 2024. In fact, it came out in a Sagittarius reading, and then it came out again in a Libras reading, and it's here again. What else here? Thank you, Spirit of the Most High. Wow. Wow. You have here repairing the veil, forgiveness. I don't know, I'm just seeing a bounty of beauty here. Like it's very beautiful energy. And at the bottom you have here the galactic mushroom, the divine matrix. And first breath, beginner's mind. See, you're beginning. You're beginning again in a new divine matrix. I'm hearing there's no cobwebs. There's no cobwebs. This is a new divine matrix that you're taking a first breath in, and the veil is being repaired through the power of forgiveness and self-love. That's why the clock broke yesterday. Because this timeline, you're not going to enter this timeline anymore. And you know what's crazy is like we've talked about this last year, and we've been really trying to push forward this new energy. I felt it in the collective. I think it was not this time last year, but it was sometime in 2024. There was this like slipping into older timelines, into older patterns, slipping back. And we can slip back into our old ways. Even karma, we can slip back into karma. Not a lot of people know that, but we can repeat karma over and over and over again. That's what karma is. It's an accumulation of energy. If when we clear our karma, we can also slip right back into it because it's what we've been it's what we know. It's in our being. It's in our DNA. It's in our mind, it's in our body, in our spirit. But spirit here is saying it's been repaired. There's a repair here. That the energy signature of the past, the energy signatures of this karma, of this timeline, of this cycle of time is actually, I'm almost seeing like an eraser. It's almost like erased. It's repaired. It's no more. It almost feels like it ceases to exist. It ceases to exist. The clock broke. It gets distant. There's something here that you have distanced from as well. Yep. Because your level of consciousness is high, it's distancing you from this past. I'm hearing you are energetically and spiritually eons away. That's what this repair. And you have completely surrendered. There's a closing door. Completion. And here's the jeweled web. See, no cobwebs. You have a jeweled web. You're connecting to a new matrix, a new divine matrix, where you have new stories, you have new interconnectedness, you have new cycles of time. You have new experiences, you have new fated events that you're approaching. That's why synchronicity is also here. That's what you're taking your first breath in. Give me a moment on this first breath because I'm also feeling Mercury. Feeling Mercury with this first breath. This message came through in Aries and then again in Capricorn, and it's been sitting in the collective. Get a birth chart reading. I'm not an astrologer. I wouldn't be doing your birth chart reading. I need to do a birth chart reading. But I've been picking up on specific planetary alignments that are activating events in your birth chart, in your stars, star consciousness. Yeah, you're aligned. You're aligned to something different here. You're aligned to this, to the divine matrix, to the new jeweled web. Not what was promised, but what you shaped. It's what you shaped. I mean, isn't that a promise in of itself too? You shaped it. You kept the promise to yourself. And now you are experiencing a new story. But not only that, this energy here, connectivity and the divine matrix, this energy of your birth chart, these planetary alignments that are activating new events, they're activating like fixed points in time is something that I'm seeing here. There's like events, fixed points in time that you're also approaching. Now that's giving something that has been promised, but it's what you shaped that got you there. So the messages are, they're moving and shaping just like you. Give me a moment. This is also the World card. Your world is about to get bigger. Your world is expanding again. Yeah. I'm going to get you an angel number. And I feel like we may close off this reading. I saw 111 earlier and 6666 earlier. That's what I saw. So let's see what angel numbers come through with this energy. 1551. Hold your vision. Manifestation. Abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all of your might. Oh, with all your might. That reminds me of Leo's reading. Spirit, what did Spirit say in that reading? Go with all your heart, go with all your might. Courage, Leo, courage. That came out in Leo's reading. You may be a Leo, but I mean, you don't have to be, honey. I mean, you can watch that reading if you resonate with this message too. It says you have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. And this is why I was picking up on rebellion, the rebellious energy. That's courage to me. Bravery. And here you have 2, 2, 2, 2 feminine forces. Relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. The feminine forces. Okay, your spirit guides, right? The shaman that this aspect of yourself and the otherworldly realms that you have connected yourselves to, utilizing and calling on for help from your ancestors or your spirit guides or a deity, however that may be for you, that has also helped you to shape this reality and to help you get aligned to the next events in your birth chart, written in your stars. Okay? It's what you shaped that got you here. And also what you released. Collective, this was your reading. I trust that this resonated with you. I love you guys so very much. Who is on deck? Let me see who I didn't do yet. Capricorn and Aries are next. Personal readings are currently closed. I'm still working through the wait list from 2024, but if you feel guided to work with this channel a little bit more, you can join the membership on the channel. I do weekly to bi-weekly readings for the membership collective. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.